We all know Chris Sale is headed to the Braves. And so the details officially came out that the Braves are essentially, as Ken Rosenthal says, doubling down on the Sale trade. Sale will earn $16 million in 2024, $22 million in 25. The Braves are guaranteeing the second year to get $18 million club option with no buyout on the third year. And the new deal eliminates the $10 million deferral that was in his previous contract, the $5 million deferral. It's just a lot of money and a lot of numbers. So the Braves still get $17 million from the Red Sox, which was part of the trade, and Sale gets a nice $16 million in 2024 before 2022 and 25. Now, with this, Alex Anthopoulos has been speaking very highly, and he's super excited. As we know, the Braves have been continuing to try to find ways to bolster their pitching arms to try to be able to keep up with teams like us, the Phillies. So Alex was saying, this is great because we're adding someone that's a playoff caliber starter and also a piece that's going to be able to help them in the off season. And so, as we know, Chris Sale has had a great career, but also has had a career that's been injury bitten as well. And so there are still some injury questions about, okay, is he going to be healthy and be able to actually this deal pan out for the Braves? And it has me wondering, is this an actual good match for the Braves? Or is this a chance for Chris Sale to really take that step back towards being a healthy Chris Sale that's scary to watch?
Yeah, I don't think he's gone past 120 innings since 2017. My original thought when I first saw the news last Saturday was, all right, great. They didn't get Dylan. Like, I would much prefer them go after Chris Sale than Dylan Cease, Shane Bieber, or Corbin Burns. Mm-hmm. So that was my first thought, was like elation. All right, they didn't get one of those top three guys. And it turns out from this Ken Rosenthal piece, the cost, as you got into his money there, the Red Sox are eating a lot of it. That's probably why they shifted to Sale. The second thought was, this is the Braves, and they kind of poop regular season greatness. So yes. My fear then turned to, oh my God, Chris Sale has the highest Ks per 9 rate in Major League Baseball history. Been a dominant pitcher. And towards the end of last season, I think, let me find this number here. His strikeout rate approached his career high. So he did have a 4.3 ERA over his last 20 starts last season. But notably, the number I think Alex Anthopoulos and the Braves are looking at here, he got up to 29.4% strikeout rate, which wasn't far below his career 30.5 mark. So the Braves fully believe that this gives them a fourth starting pitcher for a playoff series. I think it's clear Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper are on their minds with this move, and the Phillies' left-handed power bats, I think definitely maybe push them a little bit also. They're saving some money. Corbin Burns and those guys are going to have only 1 year left and owed money. Sale was a little different in that you got a little more control and a little bit cheaper. Plus, he's left-handed. Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber have been a thorn in the Braves' side. So I think it was twofold. So I think he's going to be good at times, but I also think he's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So, decent move, I guess. The weird part is they gave up Grissom, who is kind of roadblocked by Albies, but was one of their top prospects, and the Braves historically have a really good farm system. So giving up on a player like that seems like they're also in win-now mode, much like the Phillies.
Well, that's by no surprise because, the Braves are definitely a team that the last few years you look at the postseason flops after a tremendous regular season, they are in a win-now mode where they had to make an immediate move. And I know in the chat you guys are asking and making various comments about Hypothetical Man saying it's more scary to watch for the Braves. You mean Dave is saying, hot take, the Braves and Dodgers will not win their division. I mean, a move like this, that is a very hot take. But you look at Chris Sale in the last few years, as you mentioned, the lack of innings that he's pitched in. I mean, 20 games played in 2023, 2 games played in 2022 in the regular season, 9 in 2021 in the regular season. No matter how good you are, if you're unable to play in the game, guys, as basic and common sense as this is, you're not helping your team out. So I do think it's a risk for the Braves, and I hope, much like you're hoping that Yamamoto is a a flop. I'm hoping that this is also a flop move for the Braves as well, because this is not the same Chris Sale.